resulted in the death of two nigh. I want to interrupt our top stories right now. Timothy Cardinal Dolan is at St. Patrick's Cathedral in Midtown. He is expected to announce a fundraising campaign for the restoration of Notre Dame Cathedral in Paris. Let's listen in.
And number two, I wish there were some way to help. I wish there were some way to help. Well, sparked by Ken Langone, Rabbi Potasnik, and Reverend A.R. Bernard, the leaders in faith, business, and community service here at St. Patrick's Cathedral this morning gathered to suggest a very practical way to help. Now, gathered with Ken Langone and Rabbi Potasnik and Reverend A.R. Bernard and myself are Archbishop Demetrius, Rabbi Arthur Schneier, Bishop Andrew Deitch, Imam Tahir, Rabbi Angela Bechtel, and Elder David Butner, who would represent the major religious families in this greater New York community. We're also honored to have with us Borough Commander Sandwich of the FDNY and Deputy Chief Coyne of the FDNY with us, as well as a prominent philanthropist and business leader, Bill Rudin. Now, we announced this morning, and this is what we're here for, the From St. Patrick to Notre Dame Fund. The From St. Patrick to Notre Dame Fund as a way for people from New York and beyond to help rebuild the magnificent house of faith and monument to civilization in Paris, Notre Dame. Donations can be accepted online at sp2nd.org. That's sp2nd.org, and by mail at From St. Patrick to Notre Dame Fund at 1011 First Avenue, New York, 10022. All this detail is summarized in the press release, which Joe's Willing will distribute to you all afterwards to ensure what I hope will be grateful for very, very wide distribution. We trust, everybody, that this initiative is yet another example of helpful outreach from New York, a community that, yes, has experienced its share of tragedy, but always been generously aided by others. We trust as well that our efforts will be even more effective, coming as they do during a week and a Thursday that we Christians call holy, and as we anticipate the Feast of Passover. From St. Patrick's to Notre Dame. The donations will be sent directly to the Archbishop of Paris, Michel Aupetit, and we already have, thanks to $100,000 from Ken Langone and $10,000 from Rabbi Schneier and his congregation, we already have $110,000. Ken and then Rabbi Potasnik and Dr. Bernard, I wish you to add a few words, and then I'm going to ask, we're honored this morning to have the Consul General of France, Anne-Claire Legendre, to speak as well. Rabbi Potasnik?
Thank you so much. Thank you. There is a saying in Hebrew, which I'll translate, that there are people with hearts of stone, and there are stones with hearts of people. All of us come here today and stand together with the people of France with our hearts and saying we will do whatever we can to help you. I took 2 years of French in high school, and I learned the following. Nos cœurs sont lourds, nos sommes avec vous dans la prière. Our hearts are heavy, we are with you in prayer. When we begin the Passover Seder, we say, let all who are hungry, let all who are in need, come sit with us. It's a message for everyone that before you can sit down and enjoy that experience, you have to make sure that others are able to do the same. So we open our doors to the people in France. Some years ago, when Central Synagogue experienced a tragic fire, and Rabbi Buchdahl is here from that congregation, St. Patrick's Cathedral opened its doors to all of those there and said, come sit with us and have your services, have your prayers in our hearts, in our homes, in our buildings. So we come here today. Yes, you see people of different faiths, but together with Notre Dame, the people of France, we are opening doors as one human family. Amen.
Dr. Bernard?
Thank you, Cardinal. Our faith teaches us the solidarity of the human family. And every time we stand together like this, especially in times of crisis, it's a reminder that we're all connected. The protection of sacred spaces is the responsibility of the entire community, in this case, the global community. So it is our privilege to stand with the Cardinal, with the people of France, to say, let's do something to rebuild. This is Holy Week. We celebrate not only the death of our Lord, but the resurrection, which simply says that after every death, every destruction, there's a resurrection, there's a new beginning, there's new life. God bless.
Mr. Langone?
Thank you very much. Good morning, everybody. Our hope is that 800 years from now, historians will look back and say this is when the world came together for a wonderful purpose. As important as raising the money is, the number of people that help is even more important. So whether it's a quarter or a half a dollar or $1 or $5, let's all join in. This is a wonderful opportunity for us to take the word, which we've heard too much lately, of divisiveness out of our vocabulary and put unity and love and affection for each other back in it. So please, everybody, schools, hospitals, nickels, dimes, quarters, dollars, whatever it is, the number of people that participate, frankly, doesn't hurt to also have the money, don't misunderstand me, but the number of people that participate is going to be the true message of why we're here this morning, that we came together for a wonderful cause and the world is better for it. Thank you very much.
Thanks. Consul General, we'd really appreciate hearing from you.
Your Excellence, Your Eminence, good morning. It's very moving for me to be here and to see that under the leadership of Cardinal Dolan, so many religious leaders, so many community service leaders, the fire department and the business community of New York are assembled this morning to support the people of Paris, to support France in saving Notre Dame. We were completely heartbroken on Monday, seeing the cathedral in fire, but we know today that we have received such a level of friendship and solidarity that we will be able to rebuild Notre Dame, to save Notre Dame. President Macron announced that he wants the work to be completed in 5 years' time, and this ambitious endeavor can only happen with the support of everybody around the world. The French people have been mobilizing, and we're so happy and grateful to see that our American friends from New York, are today mobilizing to support and save this masterpiece of the World Heritage. So we are very grateful, and I remember on 9/11, French people raised and say, we are all New Yorkers, we are all Americans. But today, I think what we hear today from these religious leaders, from this business community, is that New Yorkers are saying, we are all French, we are all Parisian, and we are on behalf of the French government and the French people, I want to express my eternal gratitude for your support. Thank you.
Thank you, Consul General. Once again, we sure appreciate your company and your interest, and we're trusting you to get the word out. Would you have any questions for anybody here? And afterwards, we'd be happy to make ourselves available to you for further comments.
Well, we have been listening to Cardinal Dolan announce a fundraising campaign to help restore Notre Dame Cathedral in Paris. It is called the From St. Patrick to Notre Dame Fund and serves as a way for people from New York and beyond to help rebuild the cathedral in Paris. Donations are being accepted online and by mail. Cardinal Dolan says the donations will be sent directly to the Archbishop in France. Right now, we are taking a quick break, but come back and join us here on CBSN.